Welcome to the Elements of Spirit readings for the week of June 19th, 2017. This is the reading for the element of fire, which includes the sun signs of Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. If you haven't listened to the ether reading, please go back and check it out now. The affirmation this week is, I am aware of my mind and my thoughts. I pause to contemplate my impressions and expressions. Oh. Okay. Good Lord, here we go. This might get a little romantical. Um, so this may be the affirmation. We'll come back and see later. But I sit humbly before the fire of my inner light as it transforms. Okay. There's so much in this, you guys. So let's just see. It's this feeling I just keep seeing. That's my heart opening. I see this like outcropping, this campground that's in kind of red rocks, adobe, Sonora, very hot cacti. And the idea is like you've been wandering through the desert and you get to this, and it's so hot and so dry, and yet it's dark now and it's cold. So you've been so searingly hot all day long. You do not want to be in that outdoor sun anymore, but now it's freaking cold. Maybe you have some heat stroke. Oh, you poor babies. I just want to hold you. Oh, maybe you're tender. Maybe you're tender. But more likely, you're burnt. Just running hot. Now we go, this is where we go. I'm aware of my mind and my thoughts. I pause to contemplate my impressions and expressions. So the idea is you've been on your journey. This feels like months. This feels like 3 months about, approximately, that we're talking about the overheating that's kind of going on with you right now. The overheating, going back to that initial message of, is your mind spinning out or is it trying to tell you something? The overheating is what's causing it to feel like it's spinning out. Your higher mind, never fear, is still trying to get the information that you need across to you, but you gotta somehow tone it down, balance out, be able to sit back and receive. And this can help you do that, because the idea is you don't want to be in the sun anymore. You've been in the sun. The sun is too hot. It's too much, but now it's cold out. I'm burnt. I'm at a pause in a long ass journey. I go inside this beautiful sort of stone outcropping, and there's the fire. And the fire in this case is your fire. It's sort of your inner sanctum, your inner eternal flame. And it's one of my favorite cards in the Crowley Thoth deck, the Princess of Wands. Whereas opposed to the blaze of the Queen of Wands, this is the Princess of Wands. This is like the embers. It's a manageable flame. It's warm. It doesn't need to burn too hot. So the idea here is to just recognize that the reason why you're burnt or feeling burnt is because you've been through so much change, okay? And you are maybe looking for more change, or maybe looking for a way to make the change frickin' stop. But guess what? That potential, that possibility, that new change, or that ending of change is already coming to you. That's the expression versus the impression. It's coming to you. And Mercury, having just moved through Gemini, moving into Cancer on Wednesday, is trying to bring you the information and insight as to what you've learned, so that you can hopefully recognize that if you're burnt, it's because you've been through a lot of change. And so the idea here, and the idea of this affirmation, I still think it's the affirmation, is I sit humbly before the fire of my inner light as it transforms. I am going to calibrate my third eye by watching myself, by watching the journey, and by appreciating the journey of everything I've been through. Fire is the element that symbolizes change. It's sort of that greater spirit's presence within your body as the acting, the will, the agent of change, the action inside of you. Wow. I mean, can you please honor and respect yourself for what you've been through, right? I have Sagittarius moon, so my guides remind me of that, where I'm like, oh, yeah, that sums up how you feel emotionally right now. And I'm usually on to the next one. So there's gratitude here that says, I sit humbly before the fire of my inner light as it transforms. There's gratitude because you're sitting, you're warming up to it. It's going to feel really good. But there's more of a reverence, more of a respect, more even of a little bit of, not awe, but humility. I sit humbly before the fire of my inner light as it transforms. I appreciate my journey. I appreciate all of the change that I've been through. Who you were that you are no more. Who you were and who they've become. It's funny because we talk a little bit about, in the air reading, we talked about self-concept in the solar plexus. And what's interesting about this is that, like, this is not so analytical as self-concept. It's more so appreciating the fire that you've been through, the holistic experience of your journey, and even the heat of your journey, the intensity of your journey, the intensity of that transformation. I mean, really, like, for y'all this week, I want to sit in a big circle and drink a lot of water and sing Kumbaya. I just feel like we need to hug each other. I mean, I don't want to keep going around in circles with this. So enjoy this affirmation. I sit humbly before the fire of my inner light as it transforms. I love you so much. I'll see you next week. Bye.